Hey, what's up everyone? Pasay Baller here. This is now the second game for today, January 11, 2024 NBA Game Day. This is a very interesting and a very good matchup, Eastern Conference matchup between Boston Celtics and Milwaukee Bucks. This one will happen at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be 8:30 a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Approaching this game, Boston Celtics, they got a record of 29 wins and 8 losses, while for Milwaukee Bucks, they are at 25 and 12. Both teams are the best in the East. We all know that we actually provide free picks right here in our YouTube channel, but for those who would want to avail our premium picks or premium packages, you might want to reach us in our Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, or even Messenger account. Just check on the descriptions of our videos and you would see the details right there. Alright, so Milwaukee Bucks, they do have the home court advantage on this. In terms of momentum, of course, we got to give it to Boston Celtics because they just came up that huge win last night against Minnesota Timberwolves. For their last 10 games, the Celtics, they have won 8. Now, Milwaukee Bucks, approaching this game, they are on back-to-back losses. And not only that, for their last 10 games, Milwaukee Bucks, they have only won 5 times. It's still, still all right. But again, Boston Celtics do have the advantage in terms of momentum. Now, in terms of fatigue, I guess this one's quite obvious. Milwaukee Bucks would have the advantage on this because, again, they were chilling out while Boston Celtics had to go through overtime, had to go through an extra period to actually beat Minnesota Timberwolves, and it wasn't really tough. At one point, Minnesota Timberwolves were still up by 2 points until Tatum got that stupid foul, which was near half court, and that actually tied the game up. So again, Boston Celtics, they must be having some tired legs. They are having the momentum. They are extra motivated for sure, pumped up, but we have to admit fatigue should actually be a factor on this particular game. Now, in terms of availability and health, this one's also interesting because if you take a look at Boston, where is it? If you take a look at Boston Celtics, the only one who is in IL is Kristaps Porzingis, and he actually did not play last night against the Wolves. So, highly likely that it was actually meant so that he could actually play for this particular game against Milwaukee Bucks, especially that they're going up against Giannis. And of course, they would need Kristaps's defense and length to be able to minimize what Giannis could do. Now, for Milwaukee Bucks, it shows here that Cam Payne is actually listed as probable for this game. And he is the only player in IL, talking about Bucks. So, in essence, or virtually, Milwaukee Bucks is complete. So, I would have to say that it is like even Steven. I mean, it's not formal about Kristaps being, Kristaps playing for this game. And maybe that's the reasons to why the spread is at -6. By the way, the spread is at -6 given to Milwaukee Bucks. But maybe if Porzingis would actually confirm his attendance, so to speak, for this particular matchup, maybe the spread would go down a bit. I'm not really sure, because looking at the spread, I feel like that's a bit high, considering if we would consider a complete Boston Celtics lineup. So I'm like, maybe they're actually looking at it as Kristaps Porzingis is still at game time decision. Well, really, he is still game time decision. That was just my thought and my opinion that, hey, you know what? They actually rested him up against the Wolves because he will play against the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Right now, going back into this game, Boston Celtics, they had a tremendous game last night. That was a huge a way for them to check what they can really do. Going up against the best in the West, and they were able to survive the rampage that Wolves did. Although a lot of people are actually saying that, hey, you know what? There's no Gobert, there's no Mike Conley. And that's correct, right? But still, that was a huge win for Boston Celtics. They could have lost that already in the regulation, but they were able to claw back and actually get the win in the OT. So that's a huge win for Boston Celtics, that should be highly motivating. Now, for Milwaukee Bucks, they must be motivated the other way around. They have lost back to back, and they are actually having a very good opportunity right now going up against Boston Celtics, a tired Boston Celtics at that, a team that went on OT, and them going on rest. I mean, coming off rest. Not only that, they are now having their stars. Damian Lillard, Giannis are both present. I just mentioned earlier that Campaign highly likely will actually be joining them. So Campaign off the bench, he can actually give you like 2 or 3 point shots, and that should actually help them. This one's almost a toss coin for real. But a lot of people are actually going towards Boston Celtics, taking advantage of the +6 that's given to the Celtics, and I can't blame them. That is so tempting. +6, Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics is the best in the Eastern Conference right now. But again, Milwaukee Bucks, they ain't like they're like the number 10 in the East. They are number 2. They are right behind Boston Celtics. And I'm considering the fact that Milwaukee is at home, Milwaukee is well rested, and Milwaukee badly wants and badly needs this game to get back into the winning column. So if Boston Celtics are pumped up because of that win, Milwaukee Bucks are extra motivated because they know that they actually need this win. And not only that, Boston Celtics, they are on the road, and Boston Celtics, they are vulnerable. All of the losses that Boston Celtics have, 8 losses at that, they all happen on the road. So I'm going to side with Milwaukee Bucks in here. I know a lot of people are actually veering away from Bucks because they have actually won a lot of games. Obviously, that's why they are the number 2 team in the league. But covering the spread is something that Milwaukee Bucks ain't in love on for this season. But I've seen them cover several games this season, and I think this will be one of them. So my pick on this one would be Milwaukee Bucks -6. I'm expecting them to take advantage of those tired legs by Boston Celtics come the second or third quarter. Bucks -6. Peace out. Tasay love. God bless.